Hi people, today we're going to show you what's the difference between a completely functioning and in good condition PCV valve for the 3.6 liter Chrysler, Dodge and Jeep from 2011 to 2024 and brand new PCV valve for the same exactly the same model. Here is the used one that we suggest you to keep with you because eventually you might end up needing one if the new one that you purchased fails. So this one was perfectly fine, so we only changed it because the car already reached 100,000 miles, and that's what the manual says, to change it or inspect it every 100,000 miles and change it in case you see that it's damaged. So here you can see them, a new one, brand new one, and the one we just removed from our car. You can see that it's exactly the same model. You can actually see the same part number over here. It's 68083232 AC, and it's the same one over here in the used one. The first one is another code, we don't know what's it for. It's got the Chrysler logo on the left, and here you have probably the serial number. Here you got it too, and in the front you can see the SMP letters over here, same thing over here, and you can see that the used one was actually in pretty good condition. It's just a little bit oily, of course. You can see that the O-ring over here is still in perfect condition. The other one over here is actually also in good condition. The gasket over here is also in great condition. We can actually remove it. You can see it here, but yeah, it's still in almost perfect condition. So we're gonna keep this PCV valve with us in case the new one has a factory defect or is faulty, and in case we need to use the old one. And of course you can notice that the only difference between the two is technically speaking the inlets over here. You can see that it appears to be smaller in the new one, but the reality is that they're both the same size. It's just that the old ones was increased because when you push the hose against this valve, the O-ring is going to be pushed inwards. As you can see here, it's pushed inwards. That's why you see it is apparently smaller in the new one, but you can see that the new one doesn't have this inward deformation, and that's pretty much the only difference. But yeah, the old one is still in good condition. We're gonna keep it for a later time in case we need to switch back to the old one. Do not throw them because they can be really expensive depending on where you purchase them. You can find them for as low as probably $40 up to 100 and something, depending on which country you're purchasing it from. And try to stick with the OEM Mopar ones. Do not try to use aftermarkets or unbranded or Chinese parts because they are subjected to an enormous amount of heat, and it's best to stick to OEM. So now you know the difference between a used PCV valve and a completely new, brand new one. So see you next time.